How powerful is Poland military? Polish army is already one of the most powerful and best equipped in Europe. Unlike a number of NATO members, Poland was allocating 2.4% of its GDP on military spending even before the war in Ukraine began. The Polish military has 150,000 soldiers, just 20,000 fewer than Germany, 30,000 of whom are in territorial defense units similar to the Ukrainian model. But Poland wants to go further, setting a goal of spending 5% of its GDP on the military and, as Defense Minister Mariusz Błaszczak promises, building the largest land army in Europe with 300,000 soldiers. In its race to rearmament, Poland is relying heavily on artillery and armored troops, and the Ministry of Defense said it is relying on information shared by the Ukrainian army about the experience of defensive warfare in Ukraine. To do this, Poland is boosting orders for the national arms industry and placing orders with the United States and especially South Korea, with which it has a strategic partnership, Błaszczak explains. Last spring, Warsaw signed a €4.9 billion purchase contract for 250 Abrams tanks and a €4.6 billion contract for 32 F-35 aircrafts with the United States. Poland intends to buy $10 to $12 billion worth of weapons from Seoul, 180 K2 tanks, 200 K9 Thunder howitzers, 48 Fa-50 aircraft and another 218 Chunma K239 rocket launchers. But that's only the beginning. Before the end of the decade, Korea must provide the country with 1,000 K2 tanks and 600 K9 howitzers. Combat aircraft 112. Armed forces personnel 217,000. Attack helicopters 61. Main battle tanks 990. Budget $12 billion. Military service age and obligation 18 to 28 years of age for male and female voluntary military service, conscription phased out in 2009 to 12, service obligation shortened from 12 to 9 months in 2005, women only allowed to serve as officers and non-commissioned officers. Corvette warship 6. Submarines 5. Personnel per capita 4.25 per 1,000 people. Service age and obligation 17 years of age for male compulsory military service after January 1st of the year of 18th birthday, 17 years of age for voluntary military service, conscript service obligation shortened from 12 to 9 months in 2005, by 2008, plans call for at least 60% of military personnel to be volunteers. Only soldiers who have completed their conscript service are allowed to volunteer for professional service. As of April 2004, women are only allowed to serve as officers and non-commissioned officers.